Hims. Wow. These guys, of course, telemedicine, if you want to call it that. That's what they call themselves, Pete, basically telemedicine. They were, among other things, they were delivering things like minoxidil or derivatives thereof for baldness cures in quotes, because it didn't work for me. Also, erectile dysfunction, and of course, GLP-1 drugs, Pete, all the Mounjaro, the Ozempic, the Zep, all of that stuff. What they were doing, Pete, was mixing their own mixture of those, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And the issue isn't whether or not that was dangerous. The FDA gave them permission to do it. But when those drugs were hard to get, they're not hard to get anymore. They're plentiful now. Novo Nordisk and the makers like Lilly and so forth have basically made a ton of it because this is the most popular thing on the planet. So now they can't just get around the rules by making their own mixture. So the stock was off 15%, 20%. Last I looked, Pete, it was out 28% today.
Yeah, I saw that as well, John. That was pretty brutal. But it makes a lot of sense because if that's where you're making all your money and now all of a sudden, hey, the competition is on. In 1 week, this stock has dropped from 68 bucks a share to 37 bucks a share. I would say that's definitely not so good. And it's been getting clocked for a while now. And as those drugs and the shortage has been replaced now, and all of a sudden that's all resolved, everybody can keep up with this whole thing. Yeah, it just shows you supply and demand. That's exactly, this is a textbook version of that. And all of a sudden the supply is there. So the prices come down. That's what they're seeing right now at Hims. And it's going to be a problem because that was the main catalyst for this stock to be making the move that it made to the upside. So it's also the main catalyst that's going to pull it to the downside, John. This one, I think it's always worth watching a name like this just because of the diversity of what they've got. But that's the major part of what was working for them. And with that not working for them into the future, that could be a bit of a problem. At some point, it'll be oversold, but I don't think it's there yet.